Welcome back to our channel. Today's topic, guys, is all about social impact of mass media. What is mass media? It is a communication, whether written, broadcast, or spoken, that reaches a large audience. This includes televisions, radio, advertising, movies, internet, newspapers, magazines, tabloid, and so forth. Mass media is a significant force in modern culture. Particularly in America, sociologists refer to this as mediated culture, where media reflects and creates culture. Mass media makes possible the concept of celebrity. Without the ability of movies, magazines, and news media to reach across thousands of miles, people could not become famous. In fact, only political and business leaders, as well as the few notorious outlaws, were famous in the past. Only in recent times have actors, singers, and other social elites become celebrities or stars. First, there was the telegraph and the post offices, then the radio, the newspapers, magazines, televisions, and now the internet and the new media including palm tops, cell phones, etc. There are positive and negative influences of mass media which we must understand as responsible person of a society. Here is a diagram for dual path of influence. Media, connection to social system. Also, media connects to behavior change. Here we go with the social impact of mass media. Pay attention to the diagram carefully. Here is intervention, as the mass media make intervention. And here are some intermediate variables and the outcomes. Mass media, awareness of enforcement, legal consequences. Mass media on awareness of social health consequences. On individual level, changes, knowledge, attitudes, intentions. On economic, changes, social forms, peer influences, institutions. Outcomes, drinking and driving behavior, alcohol-related crashes, crash-related fatalities, injuries. News media as supporting change in political influence, violence. It helps on nutrition, framing, an instrument for social control. That is the mass media impact or effect. Now let's go to the roles. Firstly, the media can expand the horizon of thought. Most people who live in traditional societies consider the media as supernatural powers when you first knew him, because the media can make a person see and know the places that have never visited and know the people who have never met. The media has helped people recognize the developing countries of other people's lives so that they gain a new outlook in life. The mass media can be a bridge between traditional societies' transition towards a modern society. Secondly, the mass media to focus attention. Traditionally, society moving toward a modern, little by little began to hang up his knowledge on the mass media, so that the things about what is important, which is dangerous, what is interesting, and forth from the media. As a result, over time, people began to leave the customs or the culture, assume that culture is something ancient and modern. Therefore, the mass media should be able to decide exactly what information or rubric that will be delivered, because the mass media can influence in public mindset and raise people aspiration. So there is a great role of mass media in influencing behavior, especially of the younger generations. Thirdly, able to raise the aspiration of the mass media and directly growing community aspiration through broadcast or information delivered media. Many new things are delivered by media, for example, the style of dress or a style that makes people compelled to make or use the same things. Social awareness means that you should know what is socially acceptable from you in society and you should act in that manner. Mass media has prominent role to play in modern society. It can bring about radical changes and improve social situation as it influences our social, civil, cultural, political, economic, and aesthetic outlook. Modernization has converted media into an indispensable feature of human activity. However, factors like age, education, economic conditions, personal needs, and availability of proper components decide the quantum and the frequency of the media use. This is evident from the fact that most media centers are located in the urban areas. The majority of consumers of media products are also concentrated in around cities and towns. The manipulation as a form of media power can change people's thought and attitude towards something. Today, just about everyone depends on information and communication to keep their lives moving through daily activities like work, education, healthcare, leisure activities, entertainment, traveling, personal relationships, and the other stuff which we are involved. It is not usual or unusual to wake up, check the cell phone for messages and notification, look at the TV or newspaper for news, commute to work, read emails, take meetings and make phone calls, eat meals with friends and family, make decisions based on the information that we gather from those mass media and interpersonal media sources. The most famous medium of mass media today is the Facebook. Also, the most famous social media today is the Facebook and of course Instagram, Twitter, and a whole lot more. And for your homework, guys, please answer these 5 questions. These are basic questions about mass media. Number 1, how media influence you? Who controls the messages? Why are audience ratings important? How do media influence public opinions? How do ads influence us? Okay, your answer should be written on white bond paper and have it shot. Send the JPEG to our Google Classroom email or hand it in the Google Classroom. I'll see you on our next discussion on general sociology. Thank you.